Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an unhaul. This is my very first unhaul and it feels good. Felicia, get to step in. Cleaning out's refreshing, you know, you can like start over, make room for all the new stuff. So let's jump in here because I got a lot of books to get rid of. Book number 1 is A Court of Thorns and Roses. And the reason I'm getting rid of this one is because I have acquired the hardback to it, which matches the second book to this series. So this is just taking up space on my bookshelf. It's just time for it to find a new home. Next book is Shining Sea by Mimi Cross. I got this book because it looked interesting and it sounded interesting. I read it and it was just okay for me. It's not like one of those books I'm gonna reread anytime soon, so bye-bye. Gates of Paradise by Melissa de la Cruz. This is a book in the Blue Bloods series. Again, I think I read the first one, but I'm not interested in continuing it, so bye Felicia. The Nest. This one is a very interesting book. It's just a very short story, but a lot happens and it's really weird. And I highly recommend this one actually for middle grade or just out of curiosity. It's very strange. So I did enjoy this book, but it's not something I'm gonna reread. And I have a friend who I think would really enjoy this book, so I'm gonna give it to her to give to her kid because I think he'll like it. Next set of books, this is by Lucy and Diver. I have 4 books and I read all 4 of them, and this is just, they're about vampires and it's like real femme fatale kind of. I mean, it's good. This is like your, I don't want to say trash books, like trash TV that sucks you in and is really good, but you would be kind of embarrassed to be reading it out in public. Does that make sense? Like, it's a book you enjoy, but it's not something that you want to permanently keep on your bookshelf. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all 4 of them. It's just not something I'm ever going to pick up and read again, so bye Felicia. Is another one of her books, and this one I haven't read. It doesn't sound like something I'm gonna get into, so bye Felicia. Need by Carrie Jones. I did read this one, just okay. Like, it is a part of a series that I'm not going to finish because I just have no interest in continuing on, so bye. Scott Westerfeld's Afterworld. I read it, I liked it, but by the time the next stuff came out, I had already lost interest, so I'm gonna let it go. Scott Westerfeld is a super great guy. He is funny, he's got a great personality, and I really, really like him as a person. I enjoyed his books. I just waited too long to continue on, and you know, sometimes that happens with series. So I'm saying goodbye. Kate Lauren's Fallen series. This is Teardrop, and then I have Waterfall. I'm getting rid of these. I've had them a long time. They were okay books for me, but they're not something I'm going to pick up again, so bye. So those are the books that I'm unhauling right now. I have got a ton of books that I still need to go through. But I also have a book of the month that I just got. Over Christmas break, they had where you could get 3 boxes for $7 a piece, and you got an extra credit for a book. And I forgot about it until this last month, or this month, and I went ahead and used my credit. So there are 2 books in here instead of 1. When you open it, you see book of the month, and it has your name on here and all that good stuff. Then you have your bookmark, little thing that they wrote on there. And this is really cool because it says, "You think you know how it ends? You're wrong. I promise." Ooh. She's talking about the book Behind Your Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. I've heard some really good things about this one and I'm super excited. A modern love triangle with so many mind screws you start questioning if maybe this particular triangle has more than 3 points. A masterclass in juggling moods and the two sides of every story. And wow, that ending. By Josh Malerman, and he's the author who wrote Bird Box, which I just did a book review on. That book blew my mind. It was so good. I like to get mind screwed. This sounds like totally right up my alley. So this is probably going to be the next book I pick up because I'm between that bookmark and the blurbs that I've heard about this. I'm pretty excited to go ahead and get into this one. The book I picked up for free was Gillian Flynn's Dark Places. There is a movie for this. Like when I saw the trailers, I wasn't intrigued by it. I wasn't like, I want to go see it. It just didn't sound like, watching the previews and stuff, it didn't look like it all that good. But when I read about it, it sounded way better. Books are always better. Why are books always better? I think I'm going to enjoy the book much more than I would have enjoyed the movies. I'm going to give this a try. It sounds really, really good. So it's about a girl, Libby Day, who was 7 when her mother and 2 sisters were murdered in the Satan sacrifice in Kansas. She survived and famously testified that her 15-year-old brother Ben was the killer. 25 years later, the Kill Club, which is a secret society obsessed with the murders, locates Libby and pumps her for details. They hope to discover proof that may free Ben. Libby hopes to profit off her tragic history, and Libby finds herself right back where she started, on the run from a killer. And it sounds like a really good book. This was my book of the month for $7. I got both of these books. I mean, you just can't beat that. That was, I think I paid like $1.99 in shipping, so $9 total for 2 adult books. I like how Book of the Month has right here. I like how Book of the Month has this little Book of the Month logo on here. And I like that because sometimes when I'm going through my books and stuff, I can't remember exactly where I got a book. So it's nice that they put that on there. I'll always know this was one of my Book of the Month picks. I chose it, and yeah. So that was just a little quick side note, just a little FYI as to why I like their logo. So that's everything. I am unhauling everything I got in my Book of the Month Club box. Until next time, guys. Bye.